let's go through exercise 3.4. So the first question is, solve the following pair of linear equations by the elimination method and the substitution method. Here I'll be doing only the elimination method. The first question is, x plus y is equal to 5 and 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. So let's mark it as the first and second equation. Now here we are using the elimination method. So we have to make the coefficient of any one variable the same. So I'll make the coefficient of x variable the same here. So multiply the first equation by 2 so that you get the coefficient of x variable the same in both the equations. That is 2x plus 2y is equal to 10. Let this be the third equation. Now you know the second equation is 2x minus 3y is equal to 4. So either you have to subtract or add to eliminate the variable. So here if you add you cannot eliminate, so we'll subtract the equation. That is, subtract the second equation from the third one. So you get 2x and 2x will get cancelled. 2y minus 3y, that is 2y plus 3y, that is equal to 5y. 10 minus 4, that is 6. So y is equal to 6 by 5. So our y value is 6 by 5. Now we have to substitute this y value in any one of the original equations and get the x value. So let's take the first equation and substitute the y value and get the x value. So x plus y is equal to 5. So x plus 6 by 5 is equal to 5. Now here you have to do the LCM and write 5x plus 6 by 5 is equal to 5. So 5x plus 6 is equal to 25. That is 5 into 5 is 25. So 5x is equal to 25 minus 6, that is 19. So 5x is equal to 19. So x is equal to 19 by 5. So our x value is 19 by 5 and y value is 6 by 5. Now you can verify by giving these values in the equation, and if it satisfies both the equations, that means our answer is right. The second question is 3x plus 4y is equal to 10 and 2x minus 2y is equal to 2. So let this be the first and second equation. So we have to use the elimination method here. So I'll try to eliminate the y variable. So in order to eliminate, I have to make the coefficient of y the same. So multiply the second equation by 2. So you get 4x minus 4y is equal to 4. 3x plus 4y is equal to 10. That is our first equation. And let the other one be the third equation. Now you have to either subtract or add to eliminate the y variable. So here we have to add. So 7x is equal to 14. So x is equal to 14 by 7, that is equal to 2. So our x value is 2. Now we have to substitute this x value in one of the original equations. So let's take the second equation. 2x minus 2y is equal to 2. So 2 into 2 minus 2y is equal to 2. So 4 minus 2y is equal to 2. So 4 minus 2 is equal to 2y. That is 2 is equal to 2y. So y is equal to 2 by 2, that is equal to 1. So our y value is 1 and x value is 2. The third one you can do as homework. Let's do the fourth one. The fourth question is x by 2 plus 2y by 3 is equal to minus 1 and x minus y by 3 is equal to 3. Let this be the first and second equation. Now you have to take the LCM and write this equation in the standard form. In the first equation, 6 is the LCM. So 3x plus 4y by 6 is equal to minus 1. So when you cross multiply, you get 3x plus 4y is equal to minus 6. So this is the first equation. Now let's take the second equation. When you take the LCM, you get the LCM as 3. So 3x minus y by 3 is equal to 3. So when you cross multiply, 3x minus y is equal to 9. This is the second equation. 3x plus 4y is equal to minus 6 and 3x minus y is equal to 9. Now we have to use the elimination method and try to eliminate any one variable. So here, as the coefficient of x is the same, we can eliminate the x variable. So let's subtract the equation. Subtract the second equation from the first equation. So you get 3x minus 3x, that is 0. 4y minus y is 5y is equal to minus 6 minus 9 is minus 15. So y is equal to minus 15 by 5, that is equal to minus 3. Now we have to substitute this y value in any one of the original equations and find out the x value. So let's take 3x minus y is equal to 9, the second equation, and substitute the value of y. So 3x minus 3 is equal to 9. So 3x plus 3 is equal to 9. So 3x is equal to 9 minus 3. That is 3x is equal to 6. So x is equal to 6 by 3. That is equal to 2. So you have got the x value as 2 and y value as minus 3. So the second question is, form the pair of linear equations in the following problems and find their solutions if they exist by the elimination method. So the first question is, if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, a fraction reduces to 1. It becomes half if we only add 1 to the denominator. What is the fraction? So you know a fraction will have a numerator and a denominator. So you can write the fraction as x by y, where x is the numerator and y is the denominator. Let x be the numerator and let y be the denominator. Now in the question it is said, if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, a fraction reduces to 1. So let's take the fraction and add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator. So the fraction reduces to 1. That is the first equation. And in the second part it is said, it becomes half if we only add 1 to the denominator. So the numerator will remain the same, that is x by y plus 1 is equal to half, 1 by 2. That is given. So this is the second equation. Now you have to cross multiply and make these equations in the standard form. When you cross multiply, you get x plus 1 is equal to y minus 1. So x minus y is equal to minus 1 is minus 2. So that is the first equation. Now 2x is equal to y plus 1. So 2x minus y is equal to 1. That is the second equation. So we have got the two equations. Now we have to use the elimination method and find out the solutions. So our equations are x minus y equal to minus 2 and 2x minus y is equal to 1. So as the coefficient of the y variable is the same here, so you can subtract, that is 1 minus 2. That is x minus 2x is minus x. And the coefficients of y variable is the same, that is it is 1. So minus y minus y, that is minus y plus y. So you get it cancelled. That is equal to minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. So x is equal to 3. So the x value is 3. Now we have to substitute it in any one of the equations and find out the y value. So x minus y equal to minus 2. So 3 minus y is equal to minus 2. That is 3 plus 2 is equal to y. Y is equal to 5. So our y value is 5. So the fraction is 3 by 5. That is, we have taken numerator as x and denominator as y. So the x value is 3 and y value is 5. So our fraction is 3 by 5. In the question it is said, if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, a fraction reduces to 1. So let's add 1 to the numerator. So you get it as 4 and subtract 1 from the denominator. That is also 4. So 4 by 4 is equal to 1. And similar way, it is said it becomes half if we only add 1 to the denominator. So let the numerator remain the same, that is 3 by 5 plus 1, that is 6. So 3 by 6 is 1 by 2. That is, our fraction is 3 by 5. We have got the right answer. The second question is, 5 years ago, Noori was thrice as old as Sonu. 10 years later, Noori will be twice as old as Sonu. How old are Noori and Sonu? We have done a similar type of question earlier. So here, it's given 5 years ago, Noori was thrice as old as Sonu. So let's take the present age to be X and Y. So let the present age of Noori be X and let the present age of Sonu be Y. So it's given 5 years ago Noori was thrice as old as Sonu. So 5 years ago Noori's age will be X minus 5 because her present age is X. So 5 years ago her age will be X minus 5 and Sonu's age will be Y minus 5. Now the relation is given, that is Noori was thrice as old as Sonu. So X minus 5 is equal to thrice Y minus 5. That is 5 years ago Noori was thrice as old as Sonu. That is the first equation. Now it's given 10 years later. When you are getting questions like 10 years hence, 10 years later, that means it is in the future. So 10 years later, Noori's age will be X plus 10 and Sonu's age will be Y plus 10. So the relation is given 10 years later, Noori will be twice as old as Sonu. So you have to write X plus 10 is equal to twice Y plus 10. That is second equation. Now let's rearrange and write it properly. That is X minus 5 is equal to 3Y minus 15. So X minus 3Y is equal to minus 15 plus 5. That is minus 10. So let this be the first equation. Now we have to rearrange the second equation. That is X plus 10 is equal to 2Y plus 20. So X minus 2Y is equal to 20 minus 10. That is 10. That is the second equation. X minus 3Y is equal to minus 10 is the first equation and X minus 2Y is equal to 10 is the second equation. Now as the coefficient of X is the same, you can just subtract to eliminate the X variable. Subtract the first equation from the second equation. You get, so X minus X is 0, so X gets cancelled. Minus 2y minus 3y, that is minus 2y plus 3y. So you get it as y is equal to 10 minus 10. That is 10 plus 10, that is equal to 20. So the y value is 20. That is Sonu's present age is 20. Now substitute this y value in any one of the equations and get the x value. So x minus 3y is equal to minus 10. So x minus 3 into 20, that is 60 is equal to minus 10. So x is equal to minus 10 plus 60, that is equal to 50. So the present age of Noori is 50 and the present age of Sonu is 20. Now let's verify. So it's given 5 years ago, Noori's age will be 50 minus 5, that is 45, and Sonu's age will be 20 minus 5, that is 15. So it's given 5 years ago Noori was thrice as old as Sonu. 10 years later Noori's age will be 60 and Sonu's age will be 30. So it's given Noori will be twice as old as Sonu. That is 30 into 2 is 60. So Noori's age is 50 and Sonu's age is 20. The third question is, the sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. Also, 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Find the number. So here it's given the sum of the digits of a 2-digit number. So in 2-digit number there will be a ones place and a tens place. So let's take the example of 36. Here 6 is in the ones place and 3 is in the tens place. So let's take y as ones digit and x as the tens digit. The number will be 10x plus y. That is 3 into 10 plus 6. 30 plus 6 is 36. So when you take y as ones digit and x as tens digit, the number will be 10x plus y. So let's take the units digit to be y and tens digit be x. Then our number will be 10x plus y. So it's given the sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. So here the digits are x and y. So the sum of the digit will be x plus y, that is equal to 9. So this is the first equation. And it's given 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. So 9 times 10x plus y. 10x plus y is our number when y is in the ones digit and x is in the tens digit. So 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. So 2 times, when you reverse the order of the digits, what will happen? X will be in the ones place and y will be in the tens place. So our number will be 10y plus x. So in the question it's given 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. So you can write 9 times 10x plus y is equal to twice 10y plus x. So this is the second equation. Now you have to rearrange and write the second equation. That is 90x plus 9y is equal to 20y plus 2x. That is 90x minus 2x is equal to 20y minus 9y. So 90x minus 2x is 88x. 20 minus 9 is 11. So minus 11y is equal to 0. So that is our second equation. Now we have to use the elimination method and find out the solution. X plus y is equal to 9 is our first equation. And 88x minus 11y is equal to 0 is our second equation. Now you can divide the second equation by 11. So you get 8x minus y is equal to 0. So that is our third equation. I have done this division by 11 to make it easy to eliminate. So here the coefficient of y is the same. So when you add both the equations, you will get 9x plus 0 is equal to 9. X is equal to 9 by 9, that is equal to 1. So our x value is 1. Now substitute in any one of the equations and get the y value. So here it is x plus y is equal to 9. So 1 plus y is equal to 9. So y is equal to 9 minus 1, that is 8. Y value is 8 and x value is 1. Now let's verify. So x plus y is equal to 1 plus 8, that is equal to 9. So it's given the sum of the digits is 9. Our number is 10x plus y, that is 10 into 1 plus 8, that is 10 plus 8, 18. So the two-digit number is 18. Now it's given in the second part of the question that 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. So 9 times 18 is 162. So let's do twice the number obtained by reversing the digits. So when you reverse the digits, it becomes 81. So twice reversing the digits, that is 2 into 81 is equal to, you will get 162. So our two-digit number is 18. The fourth question is, Meena went to a bank to withdraw rupees 2000. She asked the cashier to give her rupees 50 and rupees 100 notes only. Meena got 25 notes in all. Find how many notes of rupees 50 and rupees 100 she received. Let the number of notes of rupees 50 be x and let the number of notes of rupees 100 be y. So here it's given Meena got 25 notes in all. The number of notes of rupees 50 plus the number of notes of rupees 100 is equal to 25. That is, she got in total 25 notes. So the number of notes of rupees 50 is x and the number of notes of rupees 100 is y. So x plus y is equal to 25. That is the first equation. And it's given Meena went to the bank to withdraw rupees 2000 and she said she wants only rupees 50 and rupees 100 notes. So 50x plus 100y is equal to 2000. That is, x notes of rupees 50 and y notes of rupees 100 is equal to 2000. That is, when you total, you will get 2000 rupees. Now we have got the two equations. You have to eliminate any one variable. So multiply the first equation by 100 to eliminate the y variable so that the coefficient of y variable is the same. So when you multiply the first equation by 100, you get 100x plus 100y is equal to 2500. So let this be the third equation. Now you can see the coefficient of the y variable is the same. So when you subtract these equations, you will get a linear equation x variable. So subtract the second equation from the third equation. That is 2500 minus 2000 is 500. 100y minus 100y is 0. 100x minus 50x is 50x. So x is equal to 500 by 50. That is equal to 10. So we got 10 notes of rupees 50. Now substitute this x value in any one of the equations and get the y value. That is, in the first equation, when you substitute the x value, you get x plus y is equal to 25. So x is 10. 10 plus y is equal to 25. So y is equal to 25 minus 10, that is equal to 15. So the number of notes of rupees 100 is 15 and the number of notes of rupees 50 is 10. So let's verify. It's given Meena got 25 notes in all. So 10 notes of rupees 50 and 15 notes of rupees 100, that is 10 plus 15, that is equal to 25. And similar way, 50 into 10 plus 100 into 15, that is 50 into 10 is 500. 500 plus 100 into 15 is 1500. 500 plus 1500 is 2000. That is, she received 10 notes of rupees 50 and 15 notes of rupees 100 from the cashier. Last question is, a lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an additional charge for each day thereafter. Sarida paid rupees 27 for a book kept for 7 days, while Susie paid rupees 21 for the book she kept for 5 days. Find the fixed charge and the charge for each extra day. So in a library, there is a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an additional charge for each extra day for keeping the books. So let the fixed charge for the first 3 days be rupees x. That is, the fixed charge for keeping the books for the first 3 days be rupees x. And let the charge for each extra day be rupees y. So it's given Sarida paid rupees 27 for a book kept for 7 days. So in 7 days, the first 3 days she has to pay the fixed charge and the remaining days are 7 minus 3, that is 4. So extra charge is paid for the rest 4 days. So the equation will be x plus 4 into y, that is 7 minus 3, that is 4. So 4 into y, rupees y for each extra day. So 4y is equal to 27. That is the total money she paid for keeping the book for 7 days. That is the first equation. Susie paid rupees 21 for book she kept for 5 days. So in 5 days, the first 3 days she paid the fixed charge. The remaining days are 5 minus 3, that is 2. So 2y is equal to 21. That is the total money that she paid for keeping the book for 5 days. So we have got the two equations. As the coefficient of x variable is the same, you can just subtract and eliminate the x variable. So when you subtract the second equation from the first equation, you get x minus x is 0, 4y minus 2y is 2y, 27 minus 21 is 6. So y is equal to 6 by 2, that is equal to 3. So now substitute in any one of the equations and get the x value. So x plus 2y is equal to 21. So x plus 2 into 3, that is 6 is equal to 21. So x is equal to 21 minus 6, that is 15. Fixed charge is rupees 15 and the charge for each extra day is rupees 3. So let's verify. Sarida paid fixed charge plus 4 into charge for each extra day. So 15 plus 4 into 3. That is 15 plus 12. That is equal to rupees 27. So Sarida paid rupees 27 for keeping the book for 7 days. Susie paid rupees 21. So fixed charge is rupees 15. So 15 plus 2 into 3. That is 15 plus 6. That is rupees 21. So the fixed charge for the first 3 days is rupees 15 and the charge for each extra day is rupees 3. Thanks for watching.